Good morning everyone, and today we are going to discuss or revise The Little Magical. The story we have already completed in the previous classes. So today is the revision of the story. Number one, I'll provide you with few homeworks. You have to send those homework back to me. Second thing, you have to write an essay on this very topic, and that essay, we can consider that essay as a topic for 16 marks question, an essay type question. Now, in Little Magical, as it is written by the famous writer uh, Hans Christian Andersen, and what we have seen in this story, the girl was really little. Here, little signifies not the volume, size, or anything, instead, the innocence. Instead of the little magical, we can call it the innocent magical. Yes, she was a symbol of innocence. She was a symbol of innocence, and she died ultimately in the story. But what caused the pity inside us was the selfishness of the civilized society and the helplessness of the child. The story starts abruptly. There is no common introduction of longer introduction. All of a sudden it starts that it was very cold. It reminds us of the stories written by O. Henry. O. Henry also writes in the same fashion, almost contemporary. This Hans Christian Andersen and O. Henry. Now, the setting lies there when it is said, it was bitterly cold, snow was falling, and darkness was gathering. It was the setting. It was the New Year Eve, and all were busy in celebrating the day. All were busy in celebrating the day. As the story progresses, we have found that the girl did not have any specific garment or any other equipment to protect herself from the shivering cold. As we have seen, she was wearing the slipper of her mother, and it was too large. And all of a sudden, when her running courage came in, she had to run and cross the road. And during that period of time, she lost the pair of slipper. And one of the slippers was taken by another child. So all these children, the little girl as well as the boy that took the slipper, all belong to the same section of the society, the working class, the poor class. And the elite class and the upper class, they were enjoying the warmth of the home, while she was going here and there in order to sell her matchsticks. Now she was warned by her father to sell the matchsticks properly. That is why she could not return home without selling those matchsticks. If she returned, she would be in trouble. So in this way the story progresses. The shivering cold night. There were snowflakes, and snowflakes covered her beautiful curly hair. She is a picture of innocence. And further, what happened? She had to take rest. She had to warm herself. Otherwise, she would die. So it is the fight between the brute forces of nature and human being. She is an angel, beautiful little girl, and it was too hard for her, too terrible for her to fight with these brute forces of nature. But ultimately, she fought, she tried to protect herself. But how much could she do? She was extremely hungry. She was suffering from extreme cold. So she had few visions. These visions are the hallucinations. These visions are the imagination. The things she lacked, she imagined. She lacked warmth. She imagined the iron stove. She was in great hunger. So she hallucinated the roasted duck approaching towards her. Third thing, she was in extreme need of love and affection, so she hallucinated her dead old grandmother. And further, she also wanted a little bit of merriment, enjoyment, since it was the New Year Eve, last evening of the last year, old year. So she imagined the Christmas tree. These are the little things she imagined. These are the little things she wanted. It was written in that particular part of the time when the society was divided into various parts: upper class, middle class, lower class, especially the elite class, and people have expectation like anything. The story teaches us one thing, that we should not have this extreme expectation. Here you can see the little girl, unfed and totally suffering from cold, died ultimately. And it teaches the present generation that when we are fighting for something, we are crying for something, we are asking for something like mad, we should remember the little girl. She did not complain, she did not fight, she did not make argument with anyone. Instead, she used her imagination. So, it was extreme cold. She imagined the iron stove. She was sitting beside the iron stove, and when she inflicted the mastic, she had those visions. First vision was the iron stove. She inflicted the mastic, and what she saw? The beautiful iron stove producing warmth, and she was enjoying that. But out went the mastics, out went the vision. She flickered another mastic, and she imagined she could see inside the houses of those rich people, roasted ducks, the porcelain dishes, and the other delicacies. She wishes to eat those things all. But in reality it is impossible. But imagination, anything can possible. Imagination runs faster than light. Imagination can make anyone the richest person in the world. She imagined, she hallucinated the roasted duck was approaching towards her to be eaten. It was her hunger that made her think like that. Then she imagined, out went the mastic, and that roasted duck got vanished. Then she imagined the second vision. She had the third vision, that was the Christmas tree. It was extremely beautiful, illuminated and full of lights, candles. She enjoyed that very vision. She also belongs to the society and she likes to enjoy the social events. But as soon as the mastic went off, the image vanished. But before the image got vanished, one of the candles went up to the sky, and further one star fell down from the sky. Falling of star means death of a person. When a star falls, the sky loses a beautiful element, and that place, that vacant place, to be occupied by someone else, by another star. So someone needs to go from this earth to the heaven, so that that vacant place can be fulfilled. The little girl had nothing to do. She imagined one more image, one more event and one more vision. That was her grandmother with royal look, with beautiful approach, full of affection, sympathy and love. She came to her. She is the only one who loved her the most. The mastics were still alive, so as the girl. And the girl did not want to lose her grandmother again. She has already lost her once. So this second failure cannot be accepted. She wanted to have her forever. But see, that grandmother is no more an earthly figure. She is a heavenly figure. The world full of pain, full of suffering, full of hatred, full of arrogance is not proper for this little girl. Grandmother realized that. And that place, that star which fell down, that place is still vacant. So the little girl had to go. She left this world of pain, hunger, and selfishness and went straight to the world of joy and of glory. Grandmother took her to that very world. The next morning, people came to that very street and they discovered a little girl was lying dead. People thought that she died due to that extreme cold. They came to a conclusion. Immediately they came to a conclusion that the girl died due to that extreme cold. Yes, obviously people come to conclusion only. They never think about the cause and effect. If they had been little human before, then the girl would not die. But such thing did not happen. Girl died not only for this natural climatic cold. She died due to the cold that the people have inside them. People were so cold inside that they did not come out to purchase a single mastic or to give her food. So it is not the climatic cold only. The cold inside our heart was responsible for the death of the little girl. Till now, so many little girls, so many angels die since they do not get proper help, proper aid from us. So, in another way, you can say that it was a social murder. What is society? When people living together and are social and are ready to help each other, that is society. What is the example of society we have found in this book? This is no more a society, and present day the society is like that. We can only shed crocodile's tear at the death of someone. We never think, why did she die or why did he die? Are we not responsible for the death? We don't think like this. The society mentioned here is like that. They did not think how much were they responsible for the death of the little girl. They just wanted to make one statement. They wanted to make one conclusion that the girl died due to cold. Till now, so many girls, so many boys, so many children, so many human beings die due to cold. Not climatic cold, but the cold that we have inside our heart. But in another way, it was better for the little girl to leave the world. The world was not beautiful enough, not powerful enough to feed her. The world was not for her. She was for the world. She was a star for the world and she left the world. World missed a star. The earth missed a star. She went straight to heaven with her grandmother. Now this story has so many themes. 3 themes we have. One theme is of society. One theme is of innocence. And third theme is of imagination. You can make further themes also. Then the story will be critical one to explain. Less theme we will discuss, that will be better. Because theme based question normally don't come. Better we should go for the setting. If we go for the surroundings. As well those 4 visions, 4 imagination. We have so many imageries here. When the girl smelled the roasted duck, that was olfactory imagery. When she thought about the delicious food, that was gustatory imagery. When she imagined the star fell down from the sky, that was visual imagery. So many visual imageries are there. She felt warmth and comfortable beside the iron stove. That was kinesthetic imagery. So we have plenty of examples of imageries in the story, and we have already completed the story. So finally, we should not search for basic morality in the story. The story is already beautiful and has come with a moral. It is not essay writing that at the end of the essay will write moral. Everywhere there is moral, and there is not only a single moral that is associated with the story. There are so many morals. So you should go through all these things. This story is very practical, and this story somehow highlights the childhood of the author himself. So go through this story once again, go through the previous video once again. If you have doubt with this one, kindly let me know via WhatsApp or in the comment section. I will surely answer you back. Thank you very much.